Hi guys, today I'm doing Iready read math. Thank you for the subscriber. It encourages me a lot. Okay, let's start.
What level you
What is
doing
the
now?
absolute value of
Okay.
negative 6?
Read it.
Understand absolute value instruction level up. The absolute value of negative 6 is 6.
Happy and 2. Okay.
Good. You can use special symbols for absolute value. This means the absolute value of negative 6 equals 6. What is the absolute value of 6?
What you understand?
What is
you
the
explain
absolute value
also
of 1 in 2500ths?
how to get the answer.
It's
Huh?
it's this
What is the
same.
absolute value of
It's
negative 1 in
just the same.
2500ths?
Oh, it's same one.
Yeah, it's very easy. It's the distance from the 0.
Plot two different points on the number line that have an absolute value of 8. Simplify each expression.
Sis, how do you understand? You say
It's the same exact
You
number.
explain.
It's the same exact number, except if it has a negative number, if it has a negative sign, you take away the negative sign. You minus it by 0 and take away the negative.
Enter two different numbers that both have an absolute value of 12.
12, negative 12.
Nice work. In banking, a deposit means that you add money to an account. A withdrawal means that you take money out of an account. Describe the deposit and withdrawal using their absolute values. Which account activity causes a greater change to the account balance? Negative 2,100 has a greater absolute value than 1,500, so negative $2,100 causes a greater change to the account balance. If a deposit or withdrawal will change an account balance by more than $1,000, a manager must approve it. Which of these deposits and withdrawals need manager approval? Choose all the correct answers. Helmet diving is an activity where a person wears a helmet attached to a source of oxygen.
listen properly.
This allows the person to breathe underwater while observing sea life. Mercedes is helmet diving at a location of negative 20 feet. The breathing tube attached to her helmet reaches an oxygen tank at a location of 12 feet. Which of the following expressions represents the length in feet of the breathing tube attached to Mercedes's helmet? What is the total length of the breathing tube?
32.
Mercedes's breathing tube is 32 feet long. The diagram shows Lincoln's location and the location of his oxygen tank during a helmet dive. What is the total length of the breathing tube?
10, 1, 2, 3. So that's 13 feet, so 23.
Add the absolute value of negative 18 and the absolute value of 10.
8. Oh, yeah, yes, that.
Why? What mistake? Your mistake is there?
Yeah.
You. How to?
You got it. Lincoln's breathing tube is 28 feet long. A space capsule is part of a spacecraft that gets launched into space. When the space capsule returns to Earth, it deploys parachutes to slow down before landing in the ocean. Scientists use velocity to describe both the speed of a space capsule and the direction it is moving. A positive velocity means the space capsule is moving up, while a negative velocity means the space capsule is moving down. The space capsule is moving up at a speed of 80 miles per hour a few seconds after launch. What is the space capsule's velocity?
Miles per hour, few seconds after launch. What is the space capsule's velocity? Up at a speed. Isn't that just 80?
The space capsule is on its way back to Earth. After deploying its first 2 parachutes, it falls at a speed of 100 miles per hour. What is the space capsule's velocity? Try again. When an object is moving down towards Earth, its velocity is negative.
That's the negative.
At which velocity is the space capsule moving faster?
Negative 100.
Which number is better to represent the situation? Money owed is usually represented by a negative number.
The distance between 0 and negative 5, number 9 is 5.
Ozzy.
Madhuri, bleed on it. Madhuri, bleed on it.
Listen.
Madhuri, bleed on it. Bleed on it.
The change your bank of
Mama, talking.
negative 40.
Ozzy, what happened?
Sorry.
Why wrong?
Wrong, Babu. Wrong, Babu.
No wrong? Okay.
The length of a rope ladder that goes from an elevation of 0 feet to an elevation of 30 feet, from negative 30 feet. Yeah.
Positive numbers are used to describe length.
Okay. The scuba diving that is 10 feet below the surface of the water. Yeah.
Compare the 2 numbers.
This one is smaller, it's always bigger in negative numbers. We know but the absolute value is 6 and the absolute value of that is 7. But what? But why?
Now, compare the absolute values of the number.
But what? That don't make sense.
Compare the 2 numbers.
Yeah.
Now, compare the absolute values of the numbers.
3/4 is still bigger than 1/4. What?
Well done.
What?
Compare the 2 numbers.
Wait. It's smaller is always bigger.
Now, compare the Enter a negative number that is greater than -5.
That's gonna be a trick question. This is a trick question. A negative number that is greater than 5. I'll just do -4. -4. Okay.
Enter a negative number that has a greater absolute value than 5.
6. Negative 6.
Which statements about 3 and 7 are true? Choose all the correct answers.
3 is less than 7. The absolute value of 3 is less than the absolute value of 7. Okay then.
Which statements about -3 and -7 are true? Choose all the correct answers.
-3 is greater than 7. The absolute value of -3 is less than the absolute value of 7. Okay. Yeah.
Complete the sentence.
The greater a positive number is, the farther from 0 it is on the number line.
Complete the sentence.
The closer to 0 it is on the number line.
Nice. Complete the sentence.
The greater the number, the absolute value of a number is the further from 0 it is from the number line. Okay, that is all for today. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.